Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Last week we found out that Morphe is coming out with a collaboration with Lisa Frank. I will admit I know nothing about Lisa Frank, but as I understand it, there is a very big nostalgia factor for a lot of people. So I feel like a collection with Morphe is probably a smart move, but a lot of us were really confused when we saw the collection because the eyeshadow palette looks very, very familiar. But it turns out that they are actually re-releasing the Morphe 35B. Yes, a palette that was popular about 2-3 years ago and that they have already discontinued. It confused me, it confused a lot of my followers on Instagram, it seems to have confused a lot of people, but I thought what would be quite fun would be to have a play around with my Morphe 35B. I think I've literally used it once this year and it used to be a favourite. I used to use it in every single look on my Instagram and she's been a little bit forgotten. So I thought for the occasion I would do a classic rainbow look. I feel like that was the iconic look to do with your Morphe 35B, and I hadn't done one in like, God, I don't even know when my last one was, but I thought it would be really fun to do. So this is going to be a really quick one today. I'm literally just going to be showing you guys the eye look, but I just wanted to have a play with the palette and see what I thought of it now. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Alright guys, my eyes are primed as always with my PW's base, so we are going to jump into a little bit of nostalgia. I'm going to start off with the Zoeva 231 and I'm going to go into this purple over here, and this one does struggle to pick up a little bit, but you get there eventually. And I'm going to pack that into the outer corner. And you can see it takes a little bit of work. We've had to do some digging, but once you pack it on, it's not too bad. Bring it underneath as well. Actually, I think I'm going to bring it in just a little bit further. Now I'm going to take another clean Zoeva 231 and this time I'm going to go into this shade over here. This one is picking up a lot more easily and I'm going to pop that kind of on top. Just kind of following the brow shape around. You know what, this is better than what I remembered. I thought it would struggle to pack on a bit more than that, but it's going pretty well. They're blending out quite easily. I think probably because they are eyeshadows and not pressed pigments, it's actually really not taking up too much work at all. I've not quite gone all the way to the outer corner and I'm heading like a little bit closer into the middle. They actually pack on really fast, like I'm really surprised. Next up, I'm gonna take the neon pink and I'm going in with a Morphe M433, and again you can see it's picking up really, really well. And I'm gonna go on top of the previous one, kind of, just blending upwards. And what I do remember from this palette is how much it stains. This one really, really does. I think it's the first palette I've ever had really that's left me with actual staining. It's actually going so quickly. I am really pleasantly surprised. Next up, I'm gonna go into the red down here. I don't have any dry Zoeva 231s right now, so I'm just using like a similar shaped brush, but this is just one that I got on eBay. I'm taking that at the front. Big question is, do I go all the way with it? So far this looks like one of the very first looks I did with this palette. I think I would have used these exact colours. So this does feel like a throwback. But if you look at my Instagram for like probably from summer of 2018 to the summer of last year, this was the palette that I pretty much used like all the time. Didn't really use anything else. And you know, I can see why I did. It was fun and it had all of these colours in it. I'm gonna go in with this one next. Taking that on a Morphe M456. Just gonna use that here. It's not massively showing up, but I want to use that to blend into the pink. And then I'm just going to use the same brush in front of that. I'm going to go into the really bright orange down here. And I'm going to bring that further down. That is bright. I'm genuinely quite shocked. I don't know why I thought it was going to be really bad, because I did obviously enjoy it for a while, but I guess I thought compared to other palettes that I have, this was just gonna be terrible, but you know what, things are going pretty fast. I had forgotten how fast blending used to go before everything we had was a pressed pigment palette. I'm just giving the brush a quick wipe on a color switcher, and then I'm gonna go into the yellow, and I'm gonna use that right at the front. And you know what, this was not a bad yellow. That's blending out pretty well. I've already used so many colours, and that's actually gone really quick as well. Like, I'm quite shocked. Did not expect that. I've just given the M433 a wipe as well. I need to get another one really, because I feel like I need multiples of this. I think I'm just going to go into this one over here. That one did feel a little bit difficult to pick up maybe. Okay, it packs on eventually. It's not going great. I'm just going to try this Revlon crease brush instead. Normally I really like the M433. Oh god, I'm making a mess with this one. That's okay. I normally really like the M433 for blending out, but I felt like that wasn't quite working. There we go. I think that's better. It looks really messy, but it's fine, we can fix it. Okay, so now I'm going to take Morphe M441. I'm going to go into this green over here, I think. And I'm going to pop that right out here. Just kind of taking it around. Definitely have a blending issue up here, but this is still going really quick. I've just given that brush a wipe again. And now I'm going back in with some of the yellow. Try and do that kind of dragged out look. I feel like right now you can see all the colours, which is kind of what you want. I mean, it's pretty messy, but you know what, we're just doing this for a bit of fun. I'm not trying to see how good a palette is or anything. I just wanted to mess about with this and do something really bright and colourful. I'm going to take the M433 again, and I think I'm just going to go in some matte. It's really hard to tell. I'm just going to go in with some of this really light pink up here, just to try and blend in a little bit up here. I think that one does have a bit of a sheen, which I think it kind of works. I think I'm just going to take a bit more of the yellow right at the front on the 441, just to make it a bit more diffused, like the back. I'm bringing it into the brow a little bit, and then I think I do want to go in with a little bit more of the blue, just right here, because it's just gotten a little bit lost. And then actually I think I am just going to take a little bit more of the purple as well, and a bit more of the deep pink. It's really deepening those colours back up really. Use the brush from the blue, and then a little bit more of the neon pink as well. I think I'm going to deepen the red as well. I'm going to take the deeper pink a little bit further. Just try and deepen up the front of the eye a bit more. And then the red, and then the yellow. Cool, okay. I'm really impressed. I've actually been filming for 18 minutes, and I feel like normally I'm barely done blending, but that was actually really quick. And I can't even remember how many colours I've put on. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think at least 10. That's pretty good. I'm gonna go and cut the crease off camera, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've just gone ahead and cut my crease, and I also did quickly prime my lower lash line so that we can just kind of get on with it. The first thing I'm going to do is set the lid. Now I think I want to go in with glitter, but for now I'm just going to use the white that's up here just to set the lid into place. You know, I will say this is a rubbish white eyeshadow, like it doesn't really do much, but I'm glad this palette came with a white eyeshadow. And it also has a black. It did have everything that you needed in a colourful palette. So I will definitely give it that. I'm just going to go right over the edges, and then I think I'll just go back over with the brush I used the purple with. I don't know, I was going to go for glitter, but I kind of really like it now with the white. Although I know it's going to crease probably. I don't know, I'm going to leave it, we'll see. Let's do the lower lash line. I guess I'm just kind of going to use the same colours again. So I'm going to start off with my Zoeva 231, and I'm going to use my dark pink. Then I'm going to use the red. And then the orange. I think I've got some yellow on there. Let's try that again. I'm just going to use the orange. I'm going to give the Zoeva brush from the dark pink a white. I'm just going to use it for the neon pink. And then I'm going to take the M456, the more peachy one I used. I can't even remember at this point. I've used so many colours, I don't really know. And then the yellow. Just going to take the brush from the blue. I haven't added any extra eyeshadow though. I'm just trying to bring it all underneath, connect it all up. Just going to add a teeny tiny bit. I'm going to go back into my really big brush, into the green, and again just make sure that that's circling in really nicely. And then same with the yellow. Just giving my Zoeva 231 a white, and I'm going to go into that really light one again, just because again it just needs connecting up in the middle. Okay, I kind of love this. I am just going to take my Inglot gel eyeliner and one of my Pro Arte Master Stroke Series 60 brushes. We're just going to quickly add a thick liner. And then I'm going to take my Sigma E36, going to pat that down, blend it into the eyeshadow. Might take a little bit of the really dark one here, just to really pat it in. I'm going to go back in with the Zoeva brush as well. I'm just patting really, not really doing anything else. On the waterline I'm going to use my Barry M High Vis eyeliner in Riot. I am super impressed by the pigmentation of these, by the way. Really blown away. I can see why everyone has really been loving them. I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb highlighter in How Many Carats, and I'm going to use that on the brow bone and the inner corner. And then right on my inner corner, I'm going to be taking my Ofra Verified Liquid Liner, and I'm just going to use it to create a little inner corner wing, I guess you'd call it. I was gonna add glitter, but you know what? I kind of really like how it's come out with the matte. So I think that's gonna be it for the eyes actually. This has felt really quick. I'm gonna go and do the rest of the face off camera, and then I'll come back to show you the finished look. Alright guys, here is the finished look. I did end up adding some glitter just to the top because I did really like the matte effect, but I wanted something else. I did want a little bit of glitter, so I just added a little line of, I don't know where I've put it, but it's by BH Cosmetics. Everything will be linked down below. So yeah, this is it, and then I just kind of dragged out the yellow a little bit more to blend it in with the foundation, and that was kind of it. I actually had a lot of fun playing with this palette. I really remembered it not being anywhere near this good, but actually I'm so surprised by how easy this look went today. Like, things just kind of blended in together really easily. They weren't that much work. Building up took a little bit, but even then it wasn't even that bad. And because it's not a pressed pigment palette, I also didn't have a ton of fallout. Maybe I should focus on this palette a bit more over the next couple of months. What do you think? Let me know if you guys want to see this palette a bit more on my channel. I'm happy to. You guys know that I want to focus on using up some palettes that I already have because I don't have a ton of money to spend at the moment. So yeah, definitely let me know if you guys would want to see this palette on my channel some more. Anyway guys, as always, if you enjoyed this video, then do please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment letting me know what you thought of it. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss out on my next video. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye guys. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town.